Hello, and in this part of the video what I want to do is demonstrate how the program works in a little more detail using a spreadsheet analysis. So let's go into the program, and at the end of each week what the program does is it goes through the price series provider and analyzes the data and writes to a dictionary the value of a price and then the total volume of that price during the week. And it does that in a method, and that method is called week data already stored. Now it's a slight misnomer, but that's what I've called the method. And it does that if we just go down the method. And what it does each time, it basically says, is the dictionary is called price volume. If that contains the price as a string, this is the index, and then what we do is we would add the value of the volume for that particular price level to the value that's already there. So just to demonstrate that, what I've done is, and we're going to be looking at week ending the 3rd, or rather the 8th of the 3rd, 2019. And what we're going to do is print to a comma separated value file the following information: the counter, which is we're counting back in the price series provider, the date, time, total count, the close, the volume, and the time. Let me just scroll across so you can see all the details there. So let me go into my spreadsheet and we can look at the data just to show you what the raw data looks like. Just going to open that. And incidentally, what I'm going to do in this video is do quite a bit of editing, just so that you're not spending a lot of time watching me fumble around for files and spreadsheets and so on. Okay, so this is the raw data, and the first thing we need to do is sort it by price. So we're going to go data, sort, and then we're going to sort on column F, which is where the price is stored, like so. So we've now got it in price order, and now it's more easy for us to total up for a certain price. So let's just find one that's got more than one entry. Let's say let's just go for this one, which to 2730.5. So let's do the sum at that. So the sum at 2730.5 is this value and this value. So just try and remember that, 12938 at 2730.5. Now, what we also want to do to verify that this is working correctly is we're going to go to another, and for that particular date we're going to print the dictionary. Now this is a method that I've created which will do a print of the dictionary. We'll look at that later. The dictionary we're printing is price volume. So let's well, incidentally, that's going to be volume at price data, a CSV. So that should already be there. Let's just go back to the spreadsheet and say file, open. So it's this file here. Just going to open that. And again, we're interested in, let's just move that across. Oops. We're interested in 2750.5. So 2750.5, and it's giving us a total volume of 12938, and 12938 is the value we got. So this isn't obviously we'd have to go through other prices just to verify this completely. But what the program now does is, it, having worked out the volume and all the prices, it's now looking for what I have called volume pivots. And it does that in another method. This is a fairly complicated program with lots of methods. So that is in the method called volume pivots. And what this does is it analyzes a dictionary and then creates outputs. another dictionary with the volume pivot. So let's just see what that means. And we're going to do that by doing the calculation. And then again, for this particular date, we're going to print the dictionary. And the dictionary is just the result of this calculation. But the file we're interested in is toppivs.csv. Okay, so this is not in any particular order at the moment, telling us where the volume pivots are. But how do we get this information? Well, this is the result of analyzing the volume at price data. Just to remind you, this is the volume totted up for each price. So we've got the information here, volume at price data, and to analyze it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a graph of it. So I'm going to just highlight the data, and then I'm going to say insert chart, and then we're going to select a specific type of chart. So I think we're going to go for a bar chart like so, and data range we've set, data series we've set, data elements. Okay, that's all fine. Just going to finish that. So you can see we've now got a bar chart. A little bit difficult to see, but what we can do is just hover over the main. So if you look at this, you can see the pivots are the ones where they've got lower values on either side. So here we are, clearly a pivot. So that's data point 177 and the value, and then it's 214479. So let's just go back to the spreadsheet. And you'll see there that the value against the price 2791.75. So what we will expect, since that was clearly a pivot, that value is going to be in the other spreadsheet that I was just showing you that the program's generated, called Top Pivs. So, and I've forgotten already what the value was, 2791.75. So let's just see if that's present. 2791.75. So that is one of the pivots. And the next thing we do, or the program does, is it gets these values and it sorts them by volume, which is stored in column B. So go data, sort, column B, and we'll see that the top values here relate to 2791.75, 2795.25, 2799, 278, 1.5 and 2784.25. Bearing in mind we're just plotting the top five. So just going to leave that one open, close the other one. Just won't save that for the moment. Now what I'm going to do is just go to the program, and we're looking for the date the 8th of the 3rd. So let's see if we can find that quickly. Okay, so there we can see the week ending, and the values that we're calculating were calculated for this week. In other words, the left of that bar, but the values are actually plotted the next week. So let's just verify those levels, see that they are the top five. And bear in mind that the plot, we only do it at the beginning and the end, just to make the program more efficient. And you'll see there that the values are the ones that we've just found. But how does the program find them? Well, there is yet another method, and that method just simply sorts the dictionary so that we get the values with the greatest volume. Let's just find that method, and that is dictionary volume sort. So that's a very quick run through of the calculations of the levels. Obviously there is a lot more to the program. Hope you found that useful. If you're not part of our email list, then please go to markplex.com and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.